Yes, whatever we do, we got such powerful eyes. He doesn't have millions, thousands, billions. And he can still see us when we're bad. He could be sitting on the table right now, but you can't see us. You can't be everywhere at once doing everything for everybody. Everybody can't get what they want. Well, his job is to make us good and make us happy and make us parents good. Good is the right thing, and bad is the wrong thing. When I'm good, my mother never yells at me. When I'm bad, she does. Good means to obey your mother and father, do what the teacher says, do things right. I feel miserable when I'm bad. I feel miserable inside, but on the outside, I just feel like I feel now.
I think that there are more people that are bad than there are good. And if you're good, you'll live forever. And if you're bad, you'll die when you die. And if you're bad, you'll die when you die. And if you're bad, you'll die when you die. And if you're bad, you'll die when you die.
I set foot where Mary goes around without horses, and speed comes without Porsches. Resources of income which may make one notorious for passing out the poisonous. There's just too many out there enjoying this. To have a nigga living in an enormous fortress sounds tempting when you can't afford this gorgeous lifestyle. Poor ass kids chasing in and out, depending on sales and addicts. But when the world be a ghetto, easy access to get your ass wet like a mattress. When they see who's living attractive, cruising, causing traffic, niggas is packing the plastic piece for carjackings and your baggies with no regrets to let the lead rest perfectly in your chest. Just another concealed secret, a part of dirty business. Not worried about who witnessed what they shouldn't have seen. Living the life of supplying.
Leave some for me, nigga.
Search for souls as we look for the detonation of blow quicker. When all the rocks are gone, I will be richer.
I'll take you up, I'll take you down, leave you burned and strung out. As long as you got the funds, I'll be around, making my rounds.
My system's overloading. I'm throwing up from the ritual, hitting all individuals wishing to blow up on point. But just how we grew up on joints, I can never get high enough to reach my peak. Seek the most material items to gain the raw repertoire by any means. Necessities plus desire equals my motivation. In order to subtract poverty, ignorance, and starvation, which God's me placed in chill mode. Chill enough and grow cold-blooded like Rick James savagely. Fuck the world. The galaxy is what I want in my possession. Although my future's bright, I ain't got time to see the light. My visual only wants me to be the richer fool amongst the fool assessed smokers. Indeed, it's the weed that guides me the brokest. Consumption of corruption laced with drunkenness produces the greediest mental mechanism. And guess who's next to join up with them? With precision I cut the spot in which to lay and delay in northern trips on the echelon of life. Pure contradiction, wishing my seed spawn in the right with no time left. So I guess it's money, murder, and sex till death progresses into every element. While elegance is top priority, never thought I'd live the day for it to mean more to me than life, hip-hop, and family. Systematic entrapment, born blessed with potential. You wonder where that went out the window along with beliefs in Advent. Had it with the nonsense, as everything I touch, hear, feel, or see never tasted like hope to me. So it's dope to be the savior, narcotics to be the payer of plush life lived exotically. As dreams like this dwell on hell on hemispheres. Biggest players in the game, it's them to fear. Fate holders like weight on shoulders, they'll bring you down, but that's then. I'm living it now.
Yo, I don't need an audience to express what? My preference, my bias keeps alarming suckers like sirens. My science rotates clockwise with Mike's eye device. You emphasize words I alphabetize. When it comes to rhyming, I oblige with Mary J as my ally. I brought in the way, perspectives I portray. With soul like Coltrane, you're so whack. If it's insulting, making us the chosen to keep hip-hop on its toes like if we was gun-toe in. I'd rather hold hands than arms, shoot the shit at large, transmit positive rhythmic bars, creating our own atmospheric charge. Cause here we come, getting total with the sum, despite the odds none are equivalent.
Reminiscent of the ugly percent, but yet you're not equivalent. Intertwining the inner mind in today's times, you can't fall behind it. Destinations arrive and pass, you can't rewind it. It's best you listen, stuck in the timeline where we can't be blinded. Intertwining the inner mind in today's times, you can't fall behind it. Destinations arrive and pass, you can't rewind it. It's best you listen,
Stuck in the timeline where
through
we can't
electric
be
execution,
blinded.
you feel the surge of emergency shock. Initial reactions towards my concoction, camouflaging through the wind. It's sound waves via invisible melanin, concealing that medicine provided to heighten you. I'm floating there by now. As for the PANX,
I'll be there in a second.
it's record setting how these trends are set in a matter of moments. From project to penthouse to homeless, weighing both sides of extremity. I take the weight and push it, so it don't limit me. And flash the message, either subliminally or like them cigars that be hitting me. No matter the option chosen, it still grows in your exploring mind matter mechanics. Mr. Isolated, taking the toast and the advantage. Give it to the famished. Go for yours, reclaim the planet. Exhale, hand it back, prevail as planned. It's operations like this that keep you in the forefront. Test proven. What more do you want? I keep rooted to the trueness and branch out with everyone included and grow the leaves of our labor. And either invest in the lab or produce slabs of black wax. No more IOUs in lowercase. From now on, it's inferior across the check and capital tax. Capital tax. Capital tax. Capital tax.
Capital tax, capital tax.
Intertwining the inner mind in today's times, you can't fall behind it. Destinations arrive and pass, you can't rewind it. It's best you listen, stuck in the timeline where we can't be blinded. Intertwining the inner mind in today's times, you can't fall behind it. Destinations arrive and pass, you can't rewind it. It's best you listen, stuck in the timeline where we can't be blinded. As you seeing what?
Why am I daring to show my face? 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 Why am I daring to show my face?
Typical below in club in the boat in Jeep in America, tribe going mad. Females ride while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relate.
Many thought I was going through a phase, but I blaze a blaze in memory of those days when I began my experience with wordplay. I would cram, searching for the connection to expand from the diaphragm with a constructive sentence containing the essence, revealing that patience exposed my mental growth that many find difficult to embrace. My analytical angle got you on the chase while I pace up and down this track. I displace me being abstract doesn't sum up my rap. It adds to the matter of facts, results that magnify the magnitude that magnetize the public side from the underground to the surface side. I certify the MC and I.
Females ride while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females ride while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females ride while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females ride while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating.
I'm attacking when the counter reaches that exact point of pen extraction, record and play, applying twin retraction, capturing bomb, combination of beat and rap, and mixed with attitude and ambition for corrected vision, along with the listen, where the only wax coming between the sonic is the one with the sample on it, applauded for creative use, somewhat related to juice, the higher the volume,
The stronger the proof.
measured in voltage where the focus or scatterbrain terrain, either rough or paved, only relays the struggle that we gotta go through it anyways, only to say that we tried, as I thought my brain rotted and dried self Determination motivated as I applied and stay high-powered when termination led to faded unscathed in use. Sometimes you gotta shut down and reboot, reset your game, repattern your plan instead of scatter and stand. Instead of taking out handout back to your fellow man, going maniacal from common man syndrome. Frustration is what lifts him out of bed every 24 exact. Repetition slowing down his react, but checking a few years, you know precisely where he's at. His whole life going according to math, while mine and peace is going according to recording of raps.
Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating. Females vibe while my niggas just ride with the songs we create and music we relating.
In this world of confusion, wasteland of illusion, radio got the people all snoozing, expected to fail. Both sides of the track, ugly percent and stupid rich, kicking facts. Broadcasting live from the belly of the beast. Whether you from west or east, this is where the best compete. On the streets of concrete, where the heat can increase and the love will decrease. To all my soldiers, rest in peace. Knocking out suckers, knocking out teeth. I'm the ghetto vampire that love the blood in the beef. So hang on to your seats, we about to blast off. I'm like the Undertaker ripping Kane's mask off. Yes, yes, y'all, to the break of dawn. Or early in the morning, still no party people yawn. Determined to succeed in this hip-hop system. Cause we are the ones that are in position to grab the microphone and make the whole world listen. Born super rich, but without a pot to piss. And the way rap is going makes me want to start to diss. Reminisce on the time where rap was in its prime.
I'm dangerous, me and the mic remain monogamous. Mentally motivated by strenuous challenges, requiring higher intelligence. Only admired by brain-busting desires that never grow tired. Without blow, I'm wired. Energetic like circuits. When problems surface, I work this brain. But y'all get it twisted like a Turkish chain. Like usual, who's to blame? Paying the dues you owe for losing control when your head's on swole. Thinking you're the shit, I'm vinyl. I ego trip, being legit with the facts I flip. Liable to crush your freestyle physics to bits. I'm dangerous, setting my own lyrical ordinance when I furnish beats with the final touches it needs. I bury the hatchet firmly, making certain we are felt like stout bombers putting your lights out.
I'm known as a scatter thought relayer on electrical devices like this. MIC, MVP classification times 3. Connections that link more than personality, language, and community. It's continuity through a creative control process. Actions rarely seen, call it lockness, monstrosity, mind control. Imaginetic enhancement handed down by inferior. As some struggle through life's infinite matrix, I'm busy scoping those about to fall and the replacement. So when I expose, I come like PANX, imaginative, steady achieving a certain level of greatness and fluidity. Anti-stupidity stupidity unless it ends with rich. Then it's instant spark upon the traction, with reactions that only come natural. Organic confusion the most and likely to stay that way, as long as we display depictions of ordinary man and his wordplay.
In this world of confusion, wasteland of illusion, radio got the people all snoozing, expected to fail. Both sides of the track, ugly percent and stupid rich, kicking facts. In this world of confusion, wasteland of illusion, radio got the people all snoozing, expected to fail. Both sides of the track, ugly percent and stupid rich, kicking facts.
Facts, and it's like that. Stupid rich with the ugly percent. ETC, PANX dog, my man Clock, all up in the spot, DeHaven Avenue, from Pacoima to San Fernando. Punks, I thought you knew.
What plaything can you offer me today?
An obscure body in the SK system, Your Majesty. The inhabitants refer to it as the planet Earth.
Peaceful.
Most effective, Your Majesty. Will you destroy this Earth?
Later. I like to play with things while before annihilation.
Upon my soul, so I'm never sleeping on patrol, aiming for my goal with mental full of scrolls, busting you imbeciles in the skull, and it baffles to sample several sentences I serve like kids in the ghetto, trapped in the suburbs, search for success and up in ruckus, hip-hop assassin, got the automatic fasten, prepare to sever you from your attachments before you can cash in. I'm fame and fortune for getting open like a receiver, eager to touch down on thought process, but love got you, I'm focused, licking up shots without notice, for floss and expensive garments are not products of my environment, forced to carry heat like the climate because of jealousy or the violence, surviving at any means as long lives on the legacy of any means. I think you play like a thug, fuck surrendering, we won't budge or submit, we're here to remain permanent, all up in your brain with a vocab that entertains, ain't nothing changed.
Mr. Isolated, penetrated, the mental slated in inflated states of being, inquiring about my way of seeing without an iris, cornea, or retina, but I'm betting a life on a simple vision of success, and the key to it ain't how I fit in, but how I express what comes from within. I lay it gently like the virginization, sensitive to every movement concerning my creation. It's a win or lose situation. The first time could be the worst, or it could be the first in a long line of hip-hop, orchestrated power moves. Whatever the case, the love for this I'll never lose. It's deeper than ocean surfaces. My metamorphosis from broke to fragmented, more than describes my financial situation, indented to which I identify. Inferior, born to strive, yet don't strive to die until I top bill the cinematic scenes under the title of life. One simple request before earth digests me, let hip-hop be the soundtrack to wherever the spirits accept me. As my world turns and shakes like epilepsy, the day I wish to bring back is when innocence left me alone to roam the land of lions, only supplying certain elements in attempts of pacifying premature evacuations of a sane demeanor. Wild rhymes explain to me the way of thought amongst few. I choose to live the lines I pen, the difference between poets and poetic men. So fuck surrendering, we won't budge or submit, we're here to remain permanent, all up in your brain with the vocab that entertains. Ain't nothing changed.
Change, change,
Change, change, change, change, change, change.
We're in it for the change and not the dollars. Average lifestyle, not a big baller. In it for the change and not the dollars. Average lifestyle, not a big baller.
My moments on the mic are intricate. Every minute seems infinite, though I'm fit to flip the fly while written script. I know things can fall apart and look ridiculous, but I'm willing to take the risk, fronting like I'm not nervous. When I'm put on the spot, I get total bliss and descend from my focus over various blends. Sounding appropriate, I bust elaborate styles of syntax like implants. But can you distinguish the difference? You're coming up short and I'm sufficient, expressing the significance with ambition. So when you see me coming, avoid collision, cause I catch recognition. Even if I have to mention provocative remarks to make your dogs bark like trees and open up to my chemistry with knowledge and consistency, the key to deliberate deliveries, damaging your dignity, putting a strain on your flexibility. So before you step to the plate and get served like an overweight, marinate your mental to our wavelength and feel the strength of originality, overpower MCs with artistry. Inferior imagery.
We in it for the change and not the dollars. Average lifestyle, not a big baller. In it for the change and not the dollars. Average lifestyle, not a big baller.
Unparalleled innovation merges with others to explore the possibilities of psychological penetration. Without commercial affiliation, I navigate my deviation in the pattern of the fence, pledging my allegiance to keep y'all in immediate suspense. When you tune in my frequency, where skills are a necessity, not a luxury, and whack MCs get served like recipes for testing. JOSE. I've done check one too many mics. Suckers been taking bites, still have an appetite for the skills I advertise. Only glamorized poetics in its purest form was when freestyle was born, leaving the mic torn.
Guess one is in it for the change. Inferior is in it for the change. PANX is in it for the change. Inferior imagery is in it for the change and not the dollars. Living an average lifestyle, not that of a big fat baller.
If I'm not at home, puffin' lot,
What we doing?
I'm going out mixing vodka and milk, relaxing.
As I exhibit my life that travels at top speed, I'm going nowhere fast, opposite direction for a seed that will fertilize, will visualize as a rising force to bring meaning to a lustful production of offspring. By way of sin, incorporating evil elements, influenced by every single earth resident. It's evident my presence holds no weight like impatience, so I'm going public with all of my relations, fooling myself, rebelling revelations, revealing faults like earthquakes in Cali. When I go back like just ice, reminiscing upon the golden days of young life, as permanent sorrow scars those faces destined to replace us. In this evangelistic empire, I'd rather let fire fuel the flame of pain engraved in the name of immortality. The older the body, the stronger the gravity. See, I ain't new to the blueprint, I scripted the outline while lifted to outshine mechanics of mankind. The inhumane, profound, profane, procreates in a zone of clone demonics. It makes me feel like physical exotics, explains the difference in existence. Ugly percentage, too different to be a business.
Ugly percent, we kick back like donkeys, get high like palm trees. My third eye opens wide, letting my mind run free, covering our grounds like a security. From the morn to the eve, to my poetry I retrieve. Destiny keeps calling me, that's why Pank ran his pamphlet is all you see. Me abusing my liberty, doing what I please, because life's a journey moving rapidly, so I'm constantly putting it down like gravity. Never exploiting rap for a salary, I fashion my thinking cap for the culture and those who wanna battle me. A soldier who thinks with strategy automatically pronounces words emphatically, cause I'm not your average MC. When I bond with beats, results chemistry, making the fusion complete, courtesy of the UP, reflecting images with quality, never worried about quantity. Suckers hurry and flop with a double CD, then can't stop eyeballing reality.
Could you give me help in some way to burn out desires of like getting high, smoking grass, smoking cigarettes, drinking beer? When you start seeing through it that it doesn't get you high anymore, but you still go back and fall into it, it starts getting very depressing. Could you give me help in some way?
Yeah, I hear all that. Okay, I'll try. You have to expect that there is going to be a
first awakening to your predicament and the time when all of the desires have lost their power to take you over. During this period, you're going to go through incredible numbers of ups and downs. You're going to feel you've lost it. It's like watching a boat out on the horizon, going under the waves, coming back up and going under. You'll feel like you're just touching it. You're seeing it perfectly, and then the next moment it'll be gone, and you're back lost in your desires. Every one of us is facing exactly the same thing. And as you get rid of the grosser ones, the more subtle ones take over. And this battle goes right. This is the battle of the Bhagavad Gita. It goes right on till the end. Now the game is to not get so caught in being finished, but rather be involved with the experience of the whole process.
I try to stay fair as life in my complexion. Simplistic selections in this path before me lower me, man. But they're mistake prone. Look at thrones of past imperials, inferiors trying to get past that delirium. After the rise comes the falling. High as the angels that are answering earth calls when populations hung up on the dial tone. As milestones mark your timelines, my pages are marked by these fine lines. Repeatiographic in tune with what I'm in motion with. My heart's promoting bliss in forms of spoken bits. It's also in love with beats that have broken it, as well as this rap shit, but only when the imagery has spoken it. So what's been indented? Acknowledgement of the ugly percentage intention. I get my blessing in a sneeze, my pressure through a squeeze, my death through a disease, my breath through sun and trees. So what's left is only me and these melodies, condemned to isolation, yet we still find tranquility.
It takes patience to prosper, patience to unlock the
universe from within.
Yo, I'm a hip-hop head to rapper. Why you gangsters turn up dead? I turn the pages I've congested with thought that's been manifested, secluded to my chamber, away from all forever lost on paper. I toss away the key and lock my anger to channel the energy to create a cipher of my psychology. Obviously, I build up like stress with more architects, spending intimate hours spitting rhymes out of my esophagus, putting more ink to use than an octopus. Panker on the move, never stuck, smooth sailing through instrumentals. I open up your scope to different angles as I take control of documental. No piece is missing from this puzzle. The picture's clear. I be the flame, burning the beef. You bring the feedback you receive after rapping. Shook like a greeting is how you reacting. Diggable like soil is how I'm impacting. Paralyzing writers like arthritis because they thought this be a rumor. Me coming off the brain like a tumor. Hand us a mirror in patience. Watch the reflection of relation, penetrating and release a universe in captivation, releasing frustration through mind ventilation. Hand us a mirror in patience. Watch the reflection of relation, penetrating and release a universe in captivation, releasing frustration through mind ventilation. When we distract, you concentrate. I observate, your focus easily break, leaving you mentally disturbed, pondering, how could this occur? Beats from a sampler, promising the center of attention and mass influence will be captured. As long as matters of the mental can be mastered, patience is a factor, well demonstrated by Panker. Yet others fall short of arousing, subjecting us to an onslaught of mediocre subplot. thoughts, but I know enough to apply thought. It solely adds compliments to my contents, transmitting from Sanford, the other side of the wash that be banging your headpiece when we up, revealing our best text. Process oblivious to the average babbling idiot. How dare you write rhymes like so when I'm busting to your face show like cum shots with such bite in each syllable. It's inferior's greatest hits you have yet to relate with. We take it from the top after a decade of paying dues and still remain enthused.
Like the brutal with the track, ready beyond repair. Like the brutal with the track, ready beyond repair. Like the brutal with the track, ready beyond repair. Like the brutal with the track, ready beyond repair.
The battle brain galactic invading this gathering, panic in motion. My movements come with mortal consequences. When words need alignment, they got me serving a sentence with time spent in isolation, making it seem endless. Continuous production of wordplay and dark thought with melancholy chords struck for the hard rock. Appreciation amongst my people motivates my appetite for sequels. There he goes. To illuminate soundscapes ignited by past phonographs, recording great sampled and sliced to selection. You couldn't put a price on this perfection of laboratory grades, living in a mandatory state of evolution, using infusion of unorthodox methods of producing, constructed to relay waves of audio enlightenment, more than a byproduct of our environment, more like manufactured of some of that fly shit, hitting with multiple track impacts, as we musically combat to keep this culture aware. We're not worried about standing out, seeing that where we at's beyond compare.